Hello, MIT. Hello, MIT, the home of innovation-driven entrepreneurship, the best place in the world if you want to start a company anywhere. My name is Bill Aulet. I have the greatest job in the world because I get to work with you students every day to try to help you realize your dream in entrepreneurship. You're going to see today why this is the greatest day of entrepreneurship. Jesus, I sound like Donald Trump. This really is the greatest day of entrepreneurship at MIT because you're going to see what people have gone through every year. And you're going to see the result of them using the resources at MIT. And we don't know what's going to come out. And every year, it raises the bar as to what MIT can do. And I think I know MIT. And yet today, I learned more about MIT as to what we're going to do. And I challenge you. When you leave this room, if you think you knew MIT and nothing changed, I'll be shocked. Because what MIT does now with these students, what they do to change the world, we're in the world for the world, should blow your mind. So they gave me, so welcome to everybody here. They gave me a VIP list that was 2 pages long. I'm not going to read it. You're all special snowflakes. We love you very much, all right? So, notice the back rows are clapping. The front rows didn't think that was so great. So, but I want to thank, there's some people I have to thank because without this it isn't possible. And first of all, I want to thank John and Pamela Cumming. John's right here. And John came to MIT. He went out and worked hard, built a company, sold the company, been very successful. And he said, what can I do to give back? And we said, well, we have this great program, and it would be great if we could have a big party at the end to show the world what these students are doing. So John stepped forward and said, I'll do that. And he supports this demo day here, and one in New York, and one in San Francisco, so our students get to go around. So it's a big part of the program to celebrate it. So John, please stand up. Thank you very much. Next, we have the MIT Legatum Center. Where's Georgina Campbell? Georgie, where are you? Stand up, Georgie. Lady G. Lady G used to work at the... What a crowd favorite, huh? Must be sympathy for that Brexit thing, huh? So Georgie was at the Trust Center and now runs the Legatum Center and said, we need to work together. We need to do some partnership. And today you're going to see the impact of that, of the developing world. And she stepped forward and said, we'll support this financially as well. And that's very, very helpful. So thank you, Georgie. Next, we have the Tata Center for Technology and Design, Rob Stoner. Rob, can you stand up? Guy kills me. He looks like a student. How do you look that young, Rob? Immaturity. So last year we had a team called Kaithworks in it, and we had a terrific experience. He said, I want to be part of this too. And this is a beautiful thing about MIT, of things working together. And again, he stepped up and provided us important financial support so we could do what we do in a bigger way this year. And next I want to thank In Tea House. Where's Xin Lu? Xin, could you stand up, please? China's a very big market, and Xin helps our students by providing space in Central Square and then provides investment and provides connections to China. And so thank you very much. A number of our students are over there. You can see her and her team outside afterwards. There's 2 people I need to thank here especially. First of all, is someone in 2011, 2012. We kind of had this idea of this program starting to germinate. And I met a man named Jack Goss. He is a true hero, American hero. He fought in World War II, Battle of the Bulge. He had done so many things. He was literally the Tom Brokaw's greatest generation ever. And he said, I didn't go to MIT, but I got this guy, Rick Kasnadi, and I'm going to send him up, and he's going to talk to you about what you do. And then they came up, and they analyzed what we did. It was actually like getting going to the doctor. And they went through, and after this analysis, they said, boy, we would like you to come down and meet Jack. And so I went down to Florida and met him, And we went through another session. And finally, at the end, he said, I'm going to support you. I'm going to get you $5 million to get this started. But it's not a gift. It's not a donation. It's an investment. And I want you to think of it that way because you need to give me a return on this. And unfortunately, Jack died. His wife, Ann Goss, continues it today. And I wish he was here because he's looking down someplace seeing it. So Rick and Steve, could you please stand up? Kim as well. Kim. Thank you. And my favorite, there is no center without the Martin Trust Center for MIT Entrepreneurship. And so Marty Trust has been enormous to give us the platform to grow, to be able to support us so we can have the great people we have, the entrepreneurs in residence, the staff, the program coordinators, the program managers. And it's just been such a great partnership. We came in about the same time. We're about the same age. And we've had such great fun. So Marty and Dina, could you please stand up? Thank you so much. See that, Marty? They love you. That means the Red Sox are in first place. So we are here today because a journey started 1 year ago for this class. Last year, we were in 10250, and we had a room, and we had a class that was graduating then. And then they start the process over. The people who saw those people, they start the journey 1 year ago. They get on the ramp. The ramp starts at MIT with, I think that's interesting. They join T=0. They join Start MIT. They do a low-friction thing to find out what MIT is about. They're inspired. They might have a technology. They start talking to someone. Then they get over and they talk to one of our entrepreneurs in residence. They go to Venture Mentoring Service. They go to the Sandbox Initiative. So all of a sudden, this is starting to become a little more real. And then all of a sudden, they do something that's amazing at an educational institution. They take a productive class, all right? And this class grounds you in the real world as to what it's like to start a company. And you work with the team. And then after that, you say, that was great, and I got credit for that, but I like it so much, I'm going to do it and not get credit. And I'm going to join a competition and work nights and hours and drink Red Bull, and I'm going to join the 100K, and I'm going to do in the MIT Clean Energy Prize. And they learn an enormous amount at that point. So we've gone from thousands of people at the beginning, and now we're down to hundreds. And 87 people we take into the last mile, and that's the thing that has been called the Global Founder Skills Accelerator. That's the MIT Student Accelerator. But this year, you know, we believe in change. We tell our students they should change. The students came to us and they said, we want to change the name. Global Founder Skills Accelerator sounds like some sort of English major from Harvard. That's not what we want. We want something that's truly MIT. And I said, great, what is it? And they said, Delta V. I said, what's that? We're not starting a new fraternity. Oh, I get it. The derivative of velocity is an accelerator. I get it. So, hence the new name. Everybody else in the rest of the world's going to think that we have a new fraternity. It's not. It's the MIT Student Accelerator. So it's Delta V going forward. We've rebranded it. We're not afraid of change. So the people you're going to see of those 87 students, if we could, we'd put them on Hollywood Boulevard, right in the middle of Kendall Square. And here are the teams you're going to see. We're going to have 14 teams that have made it through this. Not every single team made it to tonight, but that's the real world. There are problems sometimes. It doesn't work out the way you want. That's learning. That's fine. But you're going to see 14 teams that have made it to what we call escape velocity. They're ready to get kicked out of the house. And for you students, it's coming for you someday too. So I thought I knew MIT, and I mentioned at the beginning, every time I go through this, I learned seeing new things that people are doing. And you're going to see ideas today that you're going to go, wow, I never would have thought MIT could do that. I never thought about that technology. I never knew MIT could have that kind of impact on the world. That's what we're doing here, and that's what makes this so great. We love entrepreneurship. So the message to you students here, which is you're really our customer, you can do this. You can do this. 1 year from now, if you take advantage of the opportunities at MIT, which are endless for entrepreneurship, you can be up on this stage. And that should be your goal if you're interested in entrepreneurship. Because you'll never have this chance again. The resources that you get, the help you'll get, will never be there. So join in. We're going to talk about what you do after today. But today you should be inspired. You should say, yes, I can do that. So when you achieve this escape velocity, it might seem crazy to get kicked out of the house. I was going through this to figure out where our teams have gone from the past few years. Let me just give you some data. We've been doing this since 2001, and there have been 44 companies. And if I gave you some of the names, Ministry of Supply, NEMA, Axion Systems, let me just tell you, 44 teams have gone through. 30 have become real companies. That's 68%. Now, that's not what you want to get in your classes, but that's pretty good for startups. And 4 companies have already been sold to people like Athena Health, Dropbox, and the like. They've raised tens of millions of dollars. These people you're going to see up on the stage, it starts every year, the process. They've created hundreds of good jobs, and they've won dozens and dozens of awards. Not just one, for great business, for great technology, for social impact, for leadership in the community. So this is a legacy that we talk about a lot at MIT that we build off. Ed Roberts did a study. It's been here forever. The Delta V is just taking advantage of that. It's building off that. But we want to accelerate that process. So in the past for this, we've had speakers such as Mitch Kapor, who started Lotus 123, billion-dollar company, transforms Kendall Square to help us get to where we are today, change the vector. We've had Drew Houston. You might not know Mitch Kapor. Probably everyone in this room knows Drew Houston and Dropbox. We had Paul English, who's taught classes here at MIT, did kayaks, sold for $2 billion, used technology, transformed the travel industry. We've had Mick Mounts and Peter Werman. I think Peter's here today from Kiva Systems, roboticist out of MIT, learn business, start a company, Kiva Systems, help Amazon. Amazon buys them for over $750 million. And then finally, we had Joe Ito last year. Every year, we try to bring back some people to bring their legacy forward. This year, I'm very proud to have Dharmesh Shah be our guest speaker. Dharmesh Shah doesn't want a big introduction, so I won't give him a big one. But I have to say, he graduated from 2006 from MIT Sloan Fellows Program. He's a coder. He's a blogger with over 220 followers. He's renowned around the world. And they say, oh, you know Dharmesh Shah. We love his stuff. He's a best-selling author. He's an angel investor. He's a dad. He's an entrepreneur. And if you go to his LinkedIn site, it says, career startup guy. He's going to tell you his story, and hopefully all you students out there will see the power that MIT has and how you can be an entrepreneur and take control of your own destiny.